Henry Cavill and James Gunn may have never gone head-to-head in front of the camera, but behind closed doors, a quiet war was waged that would alter the course of the DC Universe forever. Hello viewers. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more videos. What began as a creative difference has reportedly spiraled into one of Hollywood's most bitter and silent feuds, one fueled by betrayal, power struggles, and clashing visions for the future of Superman. Now, sources close to both camps are speaking out, and the truth behind the Cavill-Gunn fallout is far more scandalous than fans ever imagined. The fallout begins. Cavill's return. Then Rejection. In October 2022, Cavill thrilled fans when he announced his return as Superman after his cameo in Black Adam. "I wanted to make it official. I'm back," he said, smiling. But just 6 weeks later, a cold and calculated message from new DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn shattered that dream. Gunn announced that a younger actor would now play Superman in his rebooted universe, and Cavill would not be involved. The swiftness of the reversal stunned fans and infuriated many who had hoped for Cavill's long-overdue solo sequel. What really happened in those 6 weeks? Was Cavill blindsided? Or was it part of a deeper conflict between two men with vastly different ideologies? Creative clashes and zero communication. Sources inside Warner Brothers have now revealed that from the moment James Gunn took over, he made it clear Cavill's Superman was not part of his future vision. Gunn never saw Cavill as his Superman, said one insider. He wanted to start fresh with his own actor and tone, something younger, rawer, and more emotionally grounded. Cavill didn't fit that. The problem? According to another source, Gunn and Cavill never met in person to discuss the transition. Cavill allegedly learned of his official dismissal through a brief call with DC executives, not from Gunn directly. Fans erupted in anger, calling the move cowardly and disrespectful. At the very least, Henry deserved a face-to-face conversation, one Twitter user posted. This is Superman, not some random side character. James Gunn fires back, subtly. Although Gunn has never publicly insulted Cavill, many believe his social media posts have contained thinly veiled jabs at the actor and his supporters. In one particularly controversial tweet, Gunn wrote, "Not every fan casting is good. Not every favorite actor fits the vision. That's the truth." While not naming Cavill, fans interpreted this as a response to the outrage. Others noted that Gunn seemed dismissive of the passionate Cavill fanbase, even blocking some users who asked for the actor's return. "It felt personal," said one former DC staffer. Gunn wanted a clean slate, and Cavill represented the old regime. Cavill's quiet retaliation. Unlike Gunn, Cavill chose not to engage publicly. But those close to him say the blow was deep, and the silence was intentional. "He felt humiliated," said a source close to Cavill's team. "He'd just quit The Witcher to prioritize Superman. Then, without warning, it was over." Cavill's next move? Building his own empire, literally. He quickly inked a deal with Amazon Studios to develop and star in a live-action Warhammer 40K universe, where he would have full creative control. "He's creating a world where no one can write him out," the source added. "He's done letting others decide his fate." The feud goes global. Fans have now drawn battle lines. The Gunn vs. Cavill debate has divided the DC fanbase, with hashtags like #FireJamesGunn and #BringBackCavill trending repeatedly. Some have even vowed to boycott upcoming DCU films in protest. To make matters worse, former DC creatives, including Zack Snyder, have subtly shown support for Cavill, further fueling the divide. Conclusion: a hero's legacy cut short? The shocking truth behind Henry Cavill's feud with James Gunn isn't just about Superman. It's about respect, communication, and power. Cavill was more than an actor in a cape. He was a symbol of what the character meant to millions. And many believe he was thrown aside for convenience and ego. Whether the feud continues behind the scenes or eventually becomes public, one thing is clear. The DC Universe may be moving on, but it may never recover from losing the Superman who never got his proper ending.
Cavill was born in Jersey, the largest and southernmost of the Channel Islands, which are dependent territories of the British Crown and are located off the coast of Normandy, France. He is the fourth of 5 sons of Marianne Cavill, née Dalgliesh, a secretary, and Colin Cavill, a stockbroker. The family lived in St. Helier, where Henry Cavill grew up playing computer games with his brothers. At age 13, he left Jersey to attend the Stowe School, a boarding school in Buckinghamshire, England. At Stowe, Cavill developed an interest in acting and participated in school productions, including Grease, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and Tom Stoppard's Dog's Hamlet. At age 16, he and his classmates had the opportunity to be extras in the movie Proof of Life, 2000, starring Russell Crowe. While on set, Cavill introduced himself to the recent Oscar winner, who encouraged him to pursue acting professionally. Cavill soon landed a role in Vendetta, 2001, followed by another in Kevin Reynolds' big-screen adaptation of The Count of Monte Cristo, 2002. For the part of Albert Mandego, Cavill, who has said that he was teased for being overweight as a kid, was encouraged to lose several pounds. In addition, Cavill had guest roles in a number of British television shows as well as supporting parts in the coming-of-age film I Capture the Castle, 2003, and an adaptation of the Celtic romance Tristan plus Isolde, 2006. During this period, Cavill auditioned for several iconic roles, including Superman and James Bond, which ultimately went to Brandon Routh in Superman Returns and Daniel Craig in Casino Royale, both 2006, respectively. Those setbacks led him to consider following in the footsteps of two of his elder brothers and joining the armed forces. In 2007, however, Cavill garnered his first leading role in The Tudors, a cable series following the exploits of Henry VIII, played by Irish actor Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. Cavill portrayed Charles Brandon, a loyal courtier to the king. The series helped make Cavill a familiar face, and during its 4 seasons, 2007 to 10, he also appeared in such films as the adventure fantasy Stardust, 2007, and the Woody Allen comedy Whatever Works, 2009. After The Tudors, Cavill proved his skill as an action star, playing Greek hero Theseus in Immortals, 2011, and the son of a CIA agent, played by Bruce Willis, in The Cold Light of Day, 2012. In 2011, Cavill announced that he had been cast as Clark Kent/Superman in Man of Steel, 2013. He later admitted that he had missed the call from director Zack Snyder offering him the job because he had been playing the online game World of Warcraft. To portray the Man of Steel, Cavill transformed his body, adding so much muscle that he sometimes split the seams of his Superman costume. He also had the opportunity to work alongside Crowe, who played Superman's father. Jor-El. Cavill went on to reprise the role in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, 2016, starring opposite Ben Affleck as Batman, and in Justice League, 2017, featuring such DC comic book heroes as Wonder Woman, played by Israeli actress Gal Gadot. In between Superman films, Cavill starred in director Guy Ritchie's big-screen adaptation of The Man from UNCLE, 2015, playing a CIA agent who teams up with a KGB agent, played by Armie Hammer, and in Sam